When you lose your inner peace, you become restless. You become a shadow of yourself. You become anxious over everything. Today, I want to share with you some tips to help you keep your inner peace intact. Welcome back to another episode of True Talk with Margaret. If you're here for the first time, thank you for stopping by. And if you always come back to watch my videos, I want to say thank you again. So guys, the first tip that will help you keep your inner peace intact is stop trying to manage other people's emotions. Everyone around you, especially the adults, are responsible for their own actions and they know exactly what they want to do. Stop trying to manage their emotions, because when you do that, you drain yourself out all the time. Secondly, stop being the peacemaker of your family or of the environment that you find yourself in. You are not responsible to be the peacemaker of everyone. When things are going wrong, it's okay sometimes to try your best to solve problems and make sure there's space, but don't make it a habit. Don't turn yourself into the peacemaker of the family, because you're going to burn yourself out, exhaust all your energy, and you may not even have time for yourself anymore to solve your own personal problems. Guys, I know a lot of us are guilty of it. Sometimes personally, I do it as well. But you need to call yourself back to order and say, okay, let me give other people the opportunity to solve these problems. It shouldn't be you all the time trying to solve everyone's problem. What time will you have to focus on you? Third on the list, guys, is stop trying to control other adults' behavior. This can be a problem, especially if you are like the breadwinner of your family, or you are the most successful person in your family, or maybe you are even the first child of the family, especially firstborn daughters. Most times they are very, very guilty of this. You cannot control the behavior of all your siblings or of your parents or the adults around you. Allow them do them. Do you? It's okay to chip in one or two advices sometimes, but you cannot always be in control of how they live their lives. Let them explore. Let them make their own mistakes and let them also learn from it sometimes. Because if they don't also make their own mistakes sometimes and also learn, they'll keep running back to you. They won't even be able to solve their own problems when you are not there, or when they don't find people to help them. Making mistakes in life sometimes builds capacity. So allow them be. Don't be too zealous to control all the adults around you. You cannot control them. You can't control their behavior all the time. Next on my list, guys, is stop trying to fix or change people. You cannot change anyone. A person can only change when they decide to change. You can help the person to, to get access to information that they need, to fast track that change if they are willing to change. You can be a support system to that person, but you can't change anyone. And you can't fix people that are broken if they don't want to be fixed. And if a person is willing to be fixed, if a broken person is willing to be fixed, or if a person with certain bad attitudes wants to change, they'll come to you for help. They'll find other means, to help themselves. But when you are trying to enforce change on somebody, you are going to burn out yourself. You are going to drain yourself completely of your energy, especially when the person is not willing to change. So you are not a messiah. You cannot change people that are not willing to change. Next on my list, guys, is that you need to stop sacrificing yourself all the time for people. Do you? Especially sometimes people make these mistakes of sacrificing their health and their even emotions to please other people. No, you don't have to do that. If you continue to do that, you are going to burn out too easily. That's why you see there's an old saying that says, oh, good people don't last long. There's no magic behind it. There's no myth behind it. Good people, according to the societal standards, are people that are there for everyone. They want to solve everybody's problems. They just want to be the good guy around. By so doing, most times they neglect their own selves. They neglect their own needs. They forget to put themselves first sometimes. When you do that, you are going to get exhausted. You might even, forget about your own health. You might forget about what is important to you. And by so doing, you wear yourself out completely. You may even fall sick, or you may even lose your finances, lose your life savings, to other people's problems. So, my dear, you do not have to be the one sacrificing all the time in your family, in your relationships, in your business places. Don't be the one that is always known to be the one to sacrifice all the time. You need to learn to put yourself first sometimes. Put your emotions first, put your health first, put your well-being first sometimes. Next on my list, guys, is stop trying to make everyone around you happy. You cannot make everyone around you happy. You cannot do it. You are not money. It is only money that makes people happy all the time. You are not money. You are not a currency. You can't make everyone around you happy. You can only try your best. And most times, your best may not even be good enough. So stop trying to make everyone around you happy. Everyone around you cannot be happy at the same time because of only you. Give other people a chance to also play a role in people's lives. I don't know why some people do that. Maybe they do it to make themselves feel good. But trust me, you're going to burn yourself out in no time. You can't make everyone happy. So guys, these are some of the tips to keep your inner peace intact so that you don't start running from pillar to pole looking for what is not lost, or start being anxious over everything simply because you have failed to prioritize your well-being. You have failed to prioritize your mental health. You have failed to prioritize your own needs as a person. And the truth is, most times, people that are always there for everyone, people don't even pay attention to them to know that these people, I think they are suffering too. So you find out that when they are even going through a lot, people don't even know because they already see them as the solution provider. They don't know that sometimes you can also have your own problems. So stop trying to fix everyone. Stop trying to make everyone happy. You are not any currency. You're not dollars. You're not pounds. Stop trying to make people, everyone around you happy. You can make some people happy, but you can't make everyone happy. Stop trying to do that because you're going to wear yourself out. You're going to burn yourself out. Learn to focus on yourselves. And last is learn to say no sometimes. Don't say yes to everything that you are being asked of, You can't be saying yes to everything. Even when it's not convenient for you, you still say yes because you don't want to look bad before the person, or you don't want to let the person down, or you don't want to disappoint the person. You do not have to say yes to everything. You must have the courage to say no sometimes. Now that you have listened to what I have to say about keeping your inner peace intact, let me know in the comment section about what you think, or if there are any points that you also think could help people keep their inner peace intact. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of True Talk with Margaret. Don't forget to like this video, share it. Bye.